All right, so in yesterday's lecture, we started learning regarding pricing. We understood the meaning of price. Price is nothing, but it is the exchange value of the product which is charged by the market. And we have discussed regarding certain important factors which are to be considered by the marketer when he is fixing the price. And these factors can be classified under two headings. One is internal factor and another one is external factors. Internal factors means those are the factors which are there inside your organization and you have control on them. And external factors which are prevailing outside your business organization, so you cannot have control on them. You cannot have, right? So if you don't have control on certain things, so you have to adjust to yourself, right? That is the meaning of the factors. So when we are fixing the price of any product, we have to consider both the factors, internal as well as external. Apart from that, we have to think that we are going to satisfy the demands of the customer, and we have to see that we are able to achieve some profits for our organization. We should not forget about the objectives of the pricing. Pricing is having so many objectives. So while fixing the price, you have to see that you are able to achieve all the objectives, and you have to consider all the factors as well. Then we started learning pricing strategies. These are the strategies which are appearing in front of you on the screen. These are the strategies already we have discussed. What is skimming pricing strategy? Where you are charging high prices. Again, skimming pricing strategy is classified under two headings. That is rapid skimming pricing and slow skimming. Rapid skimming means when you are spending good amount on promotion and you are charging high price. That is called as rapid skimming. Slow skimming means when you are not spending much amount on promotion, but still you are charging high price. That is called as slow skimming. Then penetration is the opposite of skimming pricing. Penetration means charging low price. Again, this is classified under two headings: rapid penetration and slow penetration. Rapid penetration means spending good amount on promotion and charging low price. That is rapid. And slow penetration means spending less amount on promotion and charging less price from customer. Then we had discussion on standard pricing strategy. Standard means one price, fixed price. You are charging one price for all the markets. Let it be a rural market, let it be urban market, let it be international market. You are following the same strategy for all types of market. That is called as standard. Then probe pricing strategy is a strategy where you are charging high price without thinking anything, right? Because you want to know the reaction of the consumer. Probe means probability of convincing the customer. If you have charged high price and you have launched product in the market and you got good response from customers, customers are ready to pay that much money because they found quality product, or they found that much quality in your product, and they felt that it is worth to pay that much money. You as a marketer know that you are charging very high price, but customers, they are not aware about that. Customers feel that they are getting that much service and it is worth. So you continue with that high charging high price. But if you feel that customers are not happy with the price which you are charging from them, they may be having some or other issues or complaints, then in that case, you have to adjust your price accordingly. If you are not getting the good response or the positive response from the customers, then you have to adjust the price. I'm not saying reduce the price like anything, but you have to adjust the price. That is called as probe pricing strategy. Probe pricing strategy is followed when you are not having sufficient information from the market. If you are not having the sufficient information, then only the marketers are charging probe pricing strategy. If you are having there's sufficient information, then they can go for any other strategy. Then differential trade margin pricing strategy. Here, the pricing are getting fluctuated every now and then, depending upon the situation. Sometimes they are charging high price. Then for the same product, after some time, they are charging little low price. They are giving some discounts. They may give some free with the main product. They may give some extra facility along with the product. So all these are called as differential trade margin pricing strategy, where same product is available at different prices at different times. You might have noticed that, sometimes they are giving buy one get one free, buy one get two free. So they are not reducing the price, but they are giving the another facilities. Of course, whatever facilities they are going to give, the marketer have to pay for it. That has not come free of cost. So they are adjusting with the trade margin. There are some reasons for that. If you feel that your product may expire shortly, for example, we have taken examples also yesterday, like juice manufacturers. The juice cannot be preserved for more than 6 months. So if the expiry date is about to reach, then these manufacturers, these marketers, they start selling at a lower price. Initially, they charge higher price for the same product, but when the date of expiry comes closer, they start selling at the lower prices. That is different margin. And if you are having any other product apart from EW products, and if you feel that the fashion or the trend of your product will go, आपको ऐसा लग रहा है कि जो प्रोडक्ट आप बना रहे हैं उसका ट्रेंड अभी जल्दी खत्म होने वाला है या उसका फैशन खत्म हो जाएगा, तो आपके लिए काफी रिस्क है। तो आप क्या करते हैं, उसको जल्द से जल्द निकालने के लिए उसकी प्राइसेस कम कर देते हैं या कुछ इंसेंटिव्स दे देते हैं अपने कस्टमर्स को, अपने मिडिल पर्सन्स को। तो आपका ये जो मार्जिन है, जो प्रॉफिट मार्जिन है, वो अलग हो जाता है इनिशियल स्टेजेस। That is called as differential trade margin pricing strategy. These are the strategies which we have discussed. Now today we are proceeding further for understanding transfer pricing strategy. Now, over here I will write one sentence for your sake because that can be asked in the form of objectives. You have heard about multinational corporations. My what MNC particular keyboard is not working for me, so I'm just removing this. See, as far as this particular strategy is concerned, it is applied by the MNCs and TNCs, that is transnational corporations and multinational corporations. Almost similar meaning both of them are having. Now, here what is happening? One marketer is producing many products and he is selling these products in different countries. Now, let us say there is one MNC who is producing 4 kinds of products, A, B, C, D, in many countries. Now, it is not necessary that all these 4 products will be having equal demand in all the countries. Some countries may be having high demand for A rather than B, C, and D. Some countries may be having more demand for B rather than A, C, and D. Some countries may be having more demand for C. Some countries may be having more demand for D. Depending upon the demand in that country, this particular company is giving the supply of the product and they are earning the profit. Now over here, let us say in one country, they got very good demand for product A, but not so good demand for B, C, and D. Now in this case, what this MNC will do, MNC will increase the price of product A in that country because he is not earning good amount of profit from B, C, and D. So what he has done, he has transferred the price to A because A is having good demand in that particular market. Then again in the second country, the demand for product B is higher as compared to other products. Then in this case, what he will do, he will increase the price of B because that is called as transfer price. He is incurring losses from the product of A, C, and D. Either he is incurring losses or he is not able to recover the profits which he has thought of. So whatever profit he is losing, he is recovering that profit from product B by increasing the price. So in one country, the product price will be different. In another country, product pricing will be different because the manufacturer or the marketer is trying to recover the cost of other products or the loss which he is incurring from other products from the product where he is having high demand. That is called as transfer pricing strategy. And generally it is followed by MNCs or TNCs, you can say that. But now slowly, this particular pricing strategy is followed by even domestic marketers, right? Those who are having on the market only in India, they are not having market in overseas market, but they are also doing that. They know that which product is having high demand. So whatever losses they are incurring from other product, the same loss they are recovering by charging high price from the product, whatever product is having high demand. Like Britannia. Britannia is earning very good profit from Marigold biscuit, that old traditional biscuit. Still, even today, that product is high in demand. Many people they prefer that because health conscious people feel that it's very healthy and it's not going to increase your weight and all. Whereas other biscuits may increase your weight. So they prefer to buy Marigold. Whereas Marigold may not be having that much cost, whatever cost the company is spending on the other products. So they may charge little high price for the product which is having high demand in the market. That is called as transfer pricing strategy. I hope you understood the meaning of transfer pricing strategy. So over here also, when you're fixing the price, you have to see all the factors in detail, internal as well as external, and then you can decide that what price you have to fix for that. Then another pricing strategy is differential pricing for different markets. Now over here, when we talk about differential pricing, here we are talking that for one market, the price of the product is different, and for another market, the price is different. That depends upon the situation. In rural market, you may be having different pricing strategy. For urban market, you may be having different pricing strategy, right? ITC, you might have heard about that particular name of the company. That was the first company in India which identified the importance of rural market. They identified that in India, around 69% people are still living in rural areas, whereas only 31% are living in urban areas. You see the ratio. Two-thirds, in fact, more than two-thirds people are living in rural areas and less than one-third people are in urban areas. So if you compare the size of the market, rural markets are having more number of customers, urban market are having less number of customers. But nobody prefer to do business in rural market because the tradition or the thinking, or whatever you say, the taste preference and all are different for rural market. Now, ITC has taken that particular challenge, and what they have done, they selected the areas where they wanted to do the business, the villages, and then they identified that every evening the male persons of that particular village, generally, that is, you might have also experienced that, they meet at one particular place in the evening time and they used to chit chat with one another. Because in rural area, generally they don't have that recreational facilities. In olden days, in fact, it was not there. Now they are having at least the internet connection they are having. So in mobile phone, they are watching, they are getting entertained. But in olden days, that was not there. So these people, in the evening time, they used to sit at one particular place. They used to share their experience. कि अरे आज ऐसा हुआ, मेरे खेत में ऐसा problem हो गया, तुमने ये चीज कहाँ से खरीदी? इस तरह से बातें करके they used to spend their evening. Now that thing was noticed by that company. So what they have done, और एक चीज होती है, when they sit in the chopal, that is called as chopal, when they sit over there, one person is a main person always. You go in any area, you go in any village, you will find that one person, he is a self-certified leader of that particular chopper. He only used to start the conversation and everybody used to ask his suggestions and all. This company have identified one person from each and every village, and they trained him how to operate the computer. See, the thinking of that particular company, they selected one person from villages who were, the heads of that particular chopal. They trained them how to operate computers. They installed computers at free of cost at the residence of that particular person, and they asked them कि आपके शाम को जो लोग आते हैं ना ऐसे बात करने के लिए, आप उनको ना यहाँ पे लेके आ जाओ, मतलब अपने घर पे, और उनको कंप्यूटर चला के दिखाओ कि किस तरह से चलता है जो उन्होंने आपको ट्रेनिंग दिया। सो दिस पर्टिकुलर चौपाल, it became e-chopper, e, electronic chopper, e-chopper. याद रखो, because you are the commerce student, you should know that what is e-chopper. So here, what they have started, they started collecting the people at one particular place, and one trained person used to teach them, see, this is the computer, this is a new technique for the agriculture which has come, this is a new scheme which has been introduced by government, and along with that, they were seeing the advertisement of ITC. See how the ITC has thought of that. ITC has shown the products which village people have not even thought of कि हाँ ऐसी product भी हो सकती है जो उनको help करती है. So they were seeing only one company's product, and slowly the demand created. Demand got generated in these areas for the products which were produced by ITC. See how they have applied their brain to convince the majority of the population of India. They targeted them, they created this atmosphere, they have informed them, see, these are the things which we are producing for you, and if you are using this will be the benefit you are going to get. And that demand got generated, and they are charging different pricing for the rural market, because they know that if they start charging higher prices from rural people, though the demand may be there, these people will not buy. You also will agree with me, the village people generally they get adjusted with the things, they compromise the things. Prices ज़्यादा रहेंगे ना तो वो पे नहीं करेंगे, वो अपनी चीजों में खुश रहते हैं, अरे चलेगा ना, ये चीज नहीं है तो क्या होगा, हमारे पास ये चीजें सालों से हम लोग यूज करते हैं. दे यूज टू एडजस्ट, दे इनको एडॉप्टेबिलिटी का बहुत ज्यादा ये रहता है, मतलब पावर रहता है, तो वो कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर लेते. That thing also was identified at company. What they have done, they started charging lower price for rural market. अब अगर lower price charge करेंगे तो कंपनी का तो खर्चा तो होता ही है ना, एक तो इतनी रिमोट एरिया में ट्रांसपोर्ट करना वो खर्चा बढ़ रहा है. तो इन्होंने क्या किया, अपनी फैक्ट्रीज भी उन्हीं आसपास लगाने शुरू कर दिए ताकि ट्रांसपोर्ट का खर्चा भी बचे. तो यू सी हाउ दे आर एक्सपांडेड, and this is how they are charging different price. Differential, ये होता है differential price. When you are able to sell the same product at different prices in different markets, that is differential pricing strategy. Even MNCs are also, they are following, they are trying that. Nestle is producing so many products. Maggi उसका इंडिया में सबसे पॉपुलर ब्रांड है, नेस्कैफे उसका सबसे पॉपुलर ब्रांड है, मिल्की बार जो उनका चॉकलेट है वो भी सबसे पॉपुलर ब्रांड है. So for these 3-4 things they are charging good amount on their product because the demand is more over here. But if you go to developed country and you ask for any product of Nestle, the prices may be around, I'm not the person confirmed, but it may be around 10 times more than the price which you are paying in India. Because Nestle, they have the clear-cut idea, if they charge more from Indian customers outrightly will reject. Let it be urban people. ठीक है, हम लोग फिर एडजस्ट कर लेते हैं कि नहीं इतनी महंगी चीज कौन खरीदेगा, हम लोग थोड़ा अडॉप्ट कर लेते हैं, दूसरी चीज खरीद लेते हैं. ये इंडियन कस्टमर का एक ये थिंकिंग रहता है, व्यू रहता है. So they are charging little lower price for the same product in India. But if you go to developed country, the same product is available at around even more than 10 times the price which we are paying in India. That is called as differential pricing for different markets. Transfer pricing अलग रहता है. Transfer pricing कब अप्लाई करते हैं, जब आपके एक दो प्रोडक्ट्स का प्रॉफिट नहीं हो रहा है तो आप क्या करते हैं, उनका लॉस आप दूसरे प्रोडक्ट से रिकवर कर लेते हैं. दैट इज ट्रांसफर प्राइसिंग. पर यहाँ पे इस तरह की कोई चीज नहीं. यहाँ पे आप क्या देखते हो कि ये मार्केट में इतनी प्राइस मिलेगी या नहीं, उस हिसाब से आप अलग अलग प्राइसेस चार्ज करते हैं. दैट इज डिफरेंशियल प्राइसिंग फॉर डिफरेंट मार्केट्स. देन द नेक्स्ट वन इज follow the leader pricing strategy. This is most common in India, and generally the small scale businessmen or small scale marketers, they follow this. They just blindly follow the leader's pricing strategy. If I am a small scale manufacturer, my production scale is also very small, my brand is also not very popular. So somebody may be there who may be having the larger production, maybe more popular, and producing the same product, whatever I am producing. So if they are increasing the price, then the door is open for me. Even I can also increase my price, right? My profit margin will get increased. But if they are reducing the price, I have to reduce the price. That is follow the leader pricing strategy. रफल लेस जो वेफर आती है, वेफर का पैकेट 10 रुपीज का है, एक 5 रुपीज का भी आता है, 30 रुपीज का भी आता है, और कुछ लोकल मैन्युफैक्चरर्स भी हैं जो वेफर्स बनाते हैं. तो आप कभी भी नोटिस करो, जो लोकल मैन्युफैक्चरर रहता है ना, उसकी प्राइस भी लगभग वैसी ही रहती है जो लेस का रहता है, राइट? क्यों? क्योंकि वो लोकल मैन्युफैक्चरर को ज्यादा लोग नहीं जानते, ठीक है? तो वो लेस की पॉलिसी को फॉलो करते रहता है. अगर वो लेस ने अगर कुछ प्राइस बढ़ा दिया, 10 रुपीज से 15 रुपीज कर दिया, नेक्स्ट डे पे ये लोकल मैन्युफैक्चरर भी बढ़ा दे, उसके लिए कोई फर्क नहीं है, 10 रुपीज में भी अच्छा खासा उसको प्रॉफिट मिलता है, बट स्टिल ही विल इंक्रीज द प्राइस बिकॉज ही इज फॉलोइंग द लीडर प्राइसिंग. और लेट अस से कल को लेस ने अपने प्राइसेस कम कर दी, 8 रुपए कर दिए, 10 रुपए से 8 रुपए, तो ये जो लोकल मैन्युफैक्चरर है इसको भी कम करना ही पड़ेगा. ठीक है, लोग फिर प्रेफर ही नहीं करेंगे. लोग बोलेंगे अरे लेस का प्रोडक्ट इतना ब्रांडेड है, वो 8 रुपए में मिल रहा है, उसका मैं क्यों खरीदूं 10 रुपए पे करके. तो आपको वो प्राइस वहां पे कम करना ही पड़ेगा इफ यू आर द लोकल मैन्युफैक्चरर, बिकॉज यू हैव टू फॉलो द लीडर. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज फॉलो द लीडर प्राइसिंग स्ट्रेटजी. This particular strategy is generally followed by the small scale manufacturer or the local manufacturer who are not very popular in the market, and they may be having the feeling that if they increase the price or if they apply their own strategy, then customers may not prefer to purchase their product. It is called as follow the leader pricing strategy. Then the next one is predatory pricing strategy. Predatory का meaning रहता है यहाँ पे आप थोड़े से ज्यादा प्राइस चार्ज करते हैं, high price. That is predatory pricing strategy. When you are charging high prices, generally skimming pricing strategy के situations अलग रहते हैं, predatory अलग ही. Predatory में भी आप high price charge करते हो, but there are certain reasons for that, the different reasons apart from the skimming pricing strategy. That is predatory pricing strategy. Now over here, you may not be earning very high profits. In skimming, you are earning high profit. When you are charging high prices, you are earning high prices. But predatory pricing strategy means you are not earning very high prices, but you are charging high because of some or other reasons. That is predatory. Then the next is psychological pricing strategy. As far as psychological pricing strategy is concerned, over here the marketer thinks that if you are giving a number of the price in rupees or in whatever form, then people get attracted to that. You might have heard about the shop, dollar shops. Have you heard about the dollar shops? 49 to 99. That was a concept which came many years back, but now I have not seen that dollar shops and all very frequently. So dollar shop में क्या रहता है, कोई भी चीज 49, 99 इस तरह से रहता है. So if anything which is of rupees 1000, let us say for 1000, but if they are charging 999, so we get attracted to that because we are not able to see the 4 digits or 1000 बहुत ज़्यादा amount लगता है. तो 1 रुपया कम कर दो, 999, then people prefer. 100 rupees अगर लिख के रखेंगे तो थोड़ा ज़्यादा लगता है, लेकिन 99 लिख के रखेंगे तो psychological लगता है कि 2 digits. So somehow our attention goes to that particular point and we feel that. और मजे की बात ये है कि 4 लोग 100 rupees ही करते हैं, 1 रुपया वापस बहुत कम देते. अगर 1000 rupees आपका बिल है और आपने 1000 रुपीज दे दिया तो वो बोलेगा सर 1 रुपया नहीं है, तो आप बोलेंगे जाने तो 1 रुपया कितना है. तो ये होती है साइकोलॉजिकल प्राइसिंग स्ट्रेटजी, वेयर यू आर अट्रैक्टिंग द कस्टमर बाय taking the attention by reducing 1 rupee or giving the odd figure. एक odd figure दे देते हैं ना, तो कस्टमर्स को लगता है कि ये कम प्राइस चार्ज कर रहे हैं, तो क्यों कम नहीं होती, पर हमारे दिमाग में ऐसा रहता है कि ये थोड़ा सा कम उन्होंने कर दिया है, and we go ahead. And sometimes they are giving you the 2% discount or 1% discount. That schemes also they are having. So this is also, attracting us, and we feel that we are paying less. In actual terms, that is not less. That is little higher than that. So that is called a psychological pricing strategy. So these are certain pricing strategies which are to be followed by the manufacturers or marketers. But again, before following any strategy, they have to see their own strength, their own weakness, their opportunities, and their challenges. SWOT: strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and challenges. ये उनको कब पता चलता है? जब वो अपने इंटरनल फैक्टर्स और एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स को एनालाइज करते हैं। प्राइस फिक्स करने के लिए दोनों चीजों को एनालाइज करना बहुत जरूरी रहता है। So based on the SWOT analysis, they select the best strategy for fixing the price. And see, when you are selecting the strategy, you are not thinking only for the current time. You're thinking for the long run. Strategies का तो meaning ही यही है ना, long term plan, which you are not having or not using only for the short period of. So if you are having the vision for a very large amount of time, then you have to be very careful before selecting any kind of strategy. And these days there are certain special people, those who are helping the companies to fix the price. Their work is only to fix the price. They will collect all the information from market. They will collect entire data. They will give you the information of your competitors also, that what strategies they are following, and accordingly they are guiding you that which strategy will be useful for you, and then you can fix the price. Yesterday we have studied one line that pricing strategies are different from pricing methods. So pricing method discuss करने के पहले या decide करने के पहले आपकी खुद की strategies clear होनी चाहिए कि आप कौन सी strategy follow करने जा रहे हैं। और ये सारी strategies depend करता है आपके SWOT analysis पे, which is your internal factors and the external factors which are going to affect on your pricing. So I hope you have understood about the pricing, and you might have even realized that how difficult it is to fix a price. अगर आपको एक ऐसा काम मिल गया है कंपनी में जहां पे आपको बोला कि अब इसकी फिक्स प्राइस फिक्स करके दे दो ताकि हमारा सेल भी बहुत हो, प्रॉफिट भी ज्यादा हो और कस्टमर भी रेडी होना चाहिए वो पैसे देने के लिए। That is called as fixing the price. तो आपको इतना सारा स्टडी करना पड़ेगा, इतना सारा होमवर्क करना पड़ेगा, तब जाके आपकी प्राइस जो है वो फिक्स होगी। Okay, so with this note, I just announced that this topic comes to an end, and now in this chapter, that is our second chapter of MHRM, there is only one topic which is pending, that is packaging and positioning, that we will discuss in our next video. So I just stop sharing the screen at this point.